Hi, I'm Anastasia Achilleos. I am the Goop resident facialist and a skincare expert, and today I'm going to speak you through the Goop facial. So our first step is the luxurious melting cleanser. So one of the reasons why I love this cleanser is that it is solid oils. There are 3 of them in there. You have olive, almond, and coconut. This cleanser also has something that all the Goop skincare products have, and it's a technology called Meristem. Meristem uses poet daffodils and also sweet iris. It does a lot more than just cleansing. So I'm really generous with cleanser because it's a time in the routine where you can really massage your skin, and that's the trick here, massage. So use the pressure going up toward the ear. Then again around the mouth, we use our fingertips just like a tool to release tension around the mouth. If you think about how much tension there is around the mouth, then use your fingertips to push back against the cheekbones and come up to the ears. So for those of you at home, I'm going to speak Anna through how to have a go at this. So Anna, if you place your hands in a prayer position and then glide them up along your cheekbones out to the ear. Things you want to bear in mind at home when you're doing this is you want to try and use the entire length of your hand, right? The cushiony, soft part, and then your fingers almost being like something that you can put a bit more pressure with. And then across the cheekbones, out to the temples, and then around the eyes, some big circles. I am using the contours of her face to glide my hands all over. When we remove the melting cleanser, we do it with the cotton cloth, and it comes in the pack with the cleanser. We soak it in some warm water. So the beauty of the cloth is that it actually does a lot more than just removing the makeup. Any small areas that have dead skin attached to them will be picked up by the cloth. So we're brightening and we're increasing a natural exfoliation of the skin at the same time as removing the makeup. So you see it brings a natural redness to the skin by using the cloth, and that also helps to pick up circulation, and what that's doing underneath is it's bringing a blood flow, and with that is tons and tons of oxygen that's available in the blood. Now that's pretty impressive, right? So the next step we're going to do is the amazing exfoliating instant facial. This stuff is magic. So let me just show you what it looks like. Why is this so amazing? Well, it has 5 alpha hydroxy acids in it and 1 beta hydroxy. This means that at home in your bathroom, you are doing something that is equivalent to going to a spa because of the effectiveness of the ingredients. You don't want to think of it just as an exfoliator. It does so much more than that. I'm going to show you how to use it. I'm going to do like a really good scoop full of it, and what you feel with it is the cellulose beads that are made from wood pulp, and we apply all over. When it goes onto your skin, it's tingly, which is completely normal. It's breaking down dead skin, so it's like a treatment mask. When you apply it, you don't actually need to see the product on the skin. That's how you know that you've put the right amount on. And we leave it for around 3 minutes, and we can do it up to 3 times a week. To remove, we will use the Goop cotton cloth that we will soak in some water, and we're going to take a deep breath and begin to remove. And you notice the brightness in her skin. So next product in our facial is the Revitalizing Day Moisturizer. This product is a product that you can use all over the face, all over the chest. I would use it over my lips. I'll show you how to use it. I'd probably take around 5 or 6 pumps. Now it has this beautiful base of aloe, grape, apple, and lemon. This base gives it an amazing fragrance. So if you're doing this on yourself, let's go back to this brilliant prayer position. Sculpting up around the mouth, include the lips. And this time we're going to spend a little bit more time using this part of our hand to sculpt. So let's dispel a myth that says we really shouldn't be touching the skin with much pressure. You absolutely can. Now she's pink, but the microcirculation will disperse in just a few minutes, and that's what will happen to you at home, and then you get this beautiful even skin tone from it. The next part of our facial is the enriching face oil. I'm going to do 3 pumps because it has its own 11 essential oils in it. You get this beautiful aroma. Anna, would you take 3 deep breaths for me? And when we apply the product, we are going to use this part of our hand again. We press with pressure and we lift. What I love about the Goop Enriching Face Oil is that it actually gives you permission, if you like, to use it above your face cream, which is something that hasn't really been done before. And then the same around the eyes. Press in, lift. Next part of our facial is the area that most people come to me with a concern, the eye area. Perfecting eye cream. I'm going to show you how to get the best out of an amazing little pot of cream. I've applied it to 3 fingers on each hand as opposed to just the traditional ring finger that we're taught. We want to do 10 circles inward or outward. We want to include areas that feel very tense throughout the day. So we use this product in the evening, we use it in the daytime. It's an anytime, everyday product. So that was the Goop facial, and for any more information, please go to goop.com.